What's going on, everybody? I'm Chris,
I'm Jacqueline.
and this is What's Cracklyn. So, how you doing today, Jackie?
I'm good. I went to go look for my mic and I realized that I have a fancy lapel mic.
Yeah, you
So
do have
I
a
was like,
lapel mic now. I'm a little out of it. I took a nap.
you woke up 5 minutes ago.
I took a nice Saturday nap, so I'm a little out of it, but I'll be okay. But yeah, how's everybody doing? We have some new things to do on this episode. We're trying to step it up and bring you some better content because we realize it might be just a little boring. But hey, we're trying. So we're trying to just show that we're putting some work in. You know what I mean? So we got a couple things lined up.
Yep.
For this episode. And we'll play that in a minute. But first, Jackie, how was your week?
My week was good. I finished all of my work for my college, so I'm officially done with my associate's degree in interpreting. Yay!
Yeah.
So that's
Good
how
for you.
my week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So now I get to actually just do some stuff, practice my ukulele. I'm learning another language, but it's a secret right now. And I'm working on this show. That's what my priorities are.
It's not a secret if you tell people.
They don't know what language it is,
Yeah,
though.
but stay the way.
They're gonna forget.
Yeah, they will.
How's your week been?
Not bad, a little busy.
Chris is essential.
Allegedly, that's what they tell me. They won't let me stay home. The only guy during the pandemic that wants to stay home and can't. But yeah, no, I don't know. This week was weird with the weather. It was cold, and then it was hot, and then it was cold. But we live in New England, and it really doesn't know what to do half the time, so it's not surprising. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing anything spectacular happened this week that I can recall.
No.
Not as good as your week. I didn't
No.
graduate from college, that's for sure. So I think you won.
I won this week.
You won this
I'll
week.
take it.
Good for you. I'll let you know what the prize is when I figure it out.
Cool. I'll take a prize.
Yeah, I know you will.
I always
All
like
right,
a
well,
good prize.
Since Jackie's on her phone.
No, I'm texting people. I'm letting people know because there's people who need me to send them links.
Oh, right.
You know who you are. So I'm just
Yeah.
Facebook challenged.
Why don't we kick into our first segment this week? So
Oh God.
we have a should be interesting. We have a new news segment. Yeah. Why don't we just play it and we'll just talk about it after the fact.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy.
This is Jackie with our positive news segment. Do you want to help the environment from your couch? Of course you do. First we have Ecosia. It's the search engine that plants trees. For every 45 searches, it has enough money to plant one tree. It's completely free, it's an app, or you can add it to your internet browser on your computer. They have already planted 91 million trees. That's crazy. They are completely transparent. They send out their financial reports every month so you know what they're getting and what they're spending it on. Their servers run on 100% renewable energy, and it's privacy friendly. They don't have any trackers, and they do not sell your data. They also have a shop that sells zero waste clothing, and one t-shirt plants 20 trees. They also have a blog and jobs, if that's what you're interested in. Next, we have another app that was suggested by my friend Anna Lofstrom, the guest we had last week. It's called We Don't Have Time, and you can use it on the computer, or again, it could be an app on your phone. It discusses climate solutions. You engage with people, business owners, and world leaders to help transition and move faster. It's a climate news feed. You can follow people, make your own posts, sign pledges, be part of the solution. And every new user, they plant one tree. It's sort of like Facebook, but it does something for the world. Let's go to Chris with the weather.
Soleado con posibilidad de virus corona.
Okay then. Next up, the Himalayan mountaintops visible for the first time in 30 years as air pollution continues to plummet in India. Because of social restrictions and the enforced stay-at-home orders, air pollution has dropped throughout the whole world. And now we're able to see the beautiful mountaintops that have usually been covered in smog. Also, there is a new solar pavement driveway that's made of plastic bottles and can power the average household. It started from a Budapest-based startup company called Pladio Solar. Each Pladio Solar paver is made up of 400 plastic bottles. It can be used to generate electricity in your home or your electric car. Now we have Luna with the sports. Riveting. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Stay inside, stay safe, stay good. See you next week.
Spectacular. Huh? Well, that was fun.
We had fun filming it at least. So
we had fun making
if you didn't have fun watching it, that's okay.
It is okay. And we realize it is so hacky, but it's okay.
That was the point, though.
It was kind of the point. Like,
We wanted to make it as dumb as possible.
we're not Channel 5. We're working with what we got. You know, we're pretty low budget over here. So, we laughed.
We
So
did.
hopefully you guys did the same. That's all I can say about that.
I think the best part of the video was our guests. And that was my mom and Luna.
It's true. I like it. So, yeah, you can expect one of those every week. Little Jackie News segment. Should be fun.
I'll try to become a better actress as we go on, but that's
Be all right.
neither here nor there.
You had to get the first one out of the way. Oh, that was great, though. So, yeah, that was the news. Not for nothing, though. There was some good stuff in there that, what was it,
Ecosia, yeah. Definitely download that. It's just as good as Google. I've been using it for the past week, and I've been getting,
It probably uses Google. Does it use Google for the search?
no, it's like it's their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, sometimes search engines will, be powered by Google. It's not
Okay.
Google. But I don't know if that's the case. But either way.
I forgot to mention that they're based in Sweden.
Sweden.
Yes, very cool.
Is that what those secret languages? Swedish?
Nope.
Was that a hint?
Be a cool one to learn, but no.
I want to learn Hawaiian. I won't, but I want to.
We should move to Hawaii.
How are we going to live there if we can't speak the language?
Well, we'll learn the language, then we'll move.
I know one Hawaiian word. Spam.
Spam.
No, I'm just kidding. Aloha. Oh, boy. So, yeah.
Oh, Lodak says, hey,
Oh.
hey, I'm on season 6 of New Girl now.
Nice, Lodak.
Good job. And Spirit Seeker
What a
says
show.
that was good. Our
What a
news
show.
I got somebody else on New Girl this week as well. So,
Did you now?
I did.
Look at you.
I know.
Spreading it around.
I am.
It's fantastic.
We have another segment.
Oh, you ready for that one, too?
Yeah.
You want to just fire right into it, huh?
We're like a 30, 40-minute show, you know what I mean? So
It's true.
just get to the point.
All right.
So, this
Okay.
week we got to, tell them about what you made.
Okay, so I made this stew. I work with a few Portuguese gentlemen. Oh, excuse me. So this gentleman brought in this stew that is called Manchupa.
Manchupa.
I don't know if you say the A at the end or if it's silent, but whatever. Either way. I tried to make a stew the past 2 weeks, and I was just kind of guessing on what he put in there. But then he actually gave me the recipe, and I made that today, and it was delicious. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty damn delicious. But yeah, so we kind of filmed that, made a little video out of it. So I guess we'll play that now, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. All right, so there we go. You get your Manchupa. I did forget to add at the end that I threw some cabbage in with about an hour and a half left. I chopped it up, threw it in there. I also transferred it to a regular pot on the stove because I was running out of room in the crock pot, and I couldn't fit the cabbage in there. So I don't know if you could use that information, but yeah. As far as the like amounts I used, just go for it. You know what I mean? If you want to make it, just go for it. Just at the end, make sure it's all covered with chicken stock, and you'll be fine. But a cool thing that I've learned the past couple weeks is you could just throw anything in a crock pot.
Yeah.
I never really used a crock pot. I cook a lot, but I never used a crock pot. I mean, it's so easy. But you just throw stuff in there. You just chop it up, throw it in there, cook it for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's delicious. You can't really screw it up. Because you just put like oranges with, you know what I mean? Beef and who knows what.
Yeah. It's like the easiest way to cook something. You just put it all in the morning, and then you don't have to worry about it all day, and then it's done.
And it makes the house smell delicious.
Yeah, the house smells good. So that's either a good thing or it's torture, but it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we
it's
also made
good.
bread. I made homemade bread with it.
Oh, that's right.
I made Italian herb bread.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
So we figured out on accident, really, that so Jackie was making bread one day when the virus first came down, the pandemic first happened, and I went to the store to get some flour to make the bread, and I couldn't find any flour because it was sold out. However, there was like this slightly more expensive 00 flour, and I was like, okay, we'll just try this. So she made the loaf of bread with that flour, and it was the best bread she's ever made. Because the 00 flour is like really fine, powdery type of flour.
Mm.
Anyhow, it ended up being the way to go for bread. So ever since we've been using the 00.
It's like it makes it really soft.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
it's like Wonder Bread, but way better. It's like,
Wonder bread.
you know what I mean? It's like got that softness
Yeah, the
and like that
softness,
feel
yeah.
to it. But it doesn't.
But it's
like,
real bread.
you could actually put peanut butter on it without it ripping in half.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's
It's not
thick
weak.
but soft.
It's just soft.
Yeah.
It's delicious bread, especially the dip in soup.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. What do you got, Jackie? What do you want to talk about?
Well, we have our album.
Oh yeah, we do have our album.
We have our album. We picked Panic at the Disco. I have this on vinyl because we do collect records. I have not opened it. It is sealed.
It's still sealed.
Because it's an exclusive red vinyl.
Oh.
So I have it still in the thing, and I wrapped it in bubble wrap. I took it off the bubble wrap so I could show everybody. Because you never know, this could be worth money someday. Because their other album, Pretty Odd, when it first came out, like the first version of it on vinyl, it was going for a couple $100 on eBay until they reproduced and sold more, and now it's not. But so one day,
you never know.
This could get us something.
You have the red one.
So I don't have this to listen to. I just have it as a collectible. But if you've never heard of Panic at the Disco before, they are one of my favorite bands. It's different music. Some of it's weird, some of it's mainstream, some of it's rock, some of it's pop, some of it's folk. So this one is more rock.
Different.
This is more rock. It's just like a fun album, just to take your mind off of everything during the week. Has nothing to do with anything.
Great
it's
vocals.
just he is a really good vocalist.
He's a good singer.
Do you have anything you want to say about the album?
I do enjoy the album. I like probably the title track, Death of a Bachelor, might be my favorite one in there. Just because I just like that style. It's like kind of big bandy.
Yeah.
Type of track.
He kind of does a Sinatra thing with that song.
But it's still modern. It doesn't sound old, but you'll know what I mean if you heard it.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great album. I like it.
I think this album was really the one that, they were famous with their first album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. But then after they kind of
50,000 years ago.
Yeah, so they but then after that album they kind of just went down a little bit, and no one really talked about them for a while, even though they were still making music. And then this album kind of set them back into popularity. And then ever since this album came out, they've been everybody knows. Well, most of everybody knows who Panic at the Disco is.
Was that one though that set them back out? Was it?
Yeah, because all these were all on the radio.
What was the one before that? Was it
Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die?
Oh, that's right too. Yeah, that one really wasn't popular.
No, but that's a good one.
It is a good one. We have that vinyl too.
Yes.
I think we have all the
probably
Panic ones.
Except for Fever.
We don't have that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, interesting.
That'll be the next one we get.
I know what to get her for Christmas. Oh boy, yeah, maybe if that's worth money someday, we can hire actors to do our news show. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, people are sending me things in the chat, and then Lodak says they're not. Oh no, Dadon says they're not watching the chat.
Oh, what do you got going on?
Let
me pull it up real quick. I think I have the chat.
Dadon says, "Send it to me. I need it for my collection."
Oh, trying to steal our shite.
Definitely get it. It was when I first bought it. It's only $20 at Hot Topic, so I mean, it's probably not worth any more right now. It's probably the same amount.
Right.
So just order.
You could probably get it
for Newberry Comics or Hot Topic or something.
This thing's crazy.
But yeah, definitely check it out. It's different music. But yeah, his vocals are insane. We've been to a few of their concerts, and to tell you just how good his vocals are, every concert, him by himself does a cover of Bohemian Rhapsody and just kills it. And he somehow just does all the vocals, somehow, with his piano. So.
All right, I loaded up the chat. What do we got? We got full watching.
We have.
I'm one. Jackie's one. We got the Dawn of Lodak, baby. Word up. Although I was looking at our numbers on Facebook and YouTube, and a lot more people. I should say, not a lot of people. A lot more people watched it on Facebook because there was I want to say there was like 39 or 40 views on Facebook.
Wow.
Last time.
Thanks.
From the
Make sure to subscribe.
Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. We always forget to say that for some reason. But yeah, feel free to subscribe. Although if you're listening to us, you probably are subscribed.
Yeah.
We're not it's not like we're reaching all these people.
You know, we never.
No, you never know. We are reaching some people on Facebook. So if you're listening on Facebook, please come to our YouTube channel, New Happy Productions. You can probably hit a link somewhere.
Somewhere.
And just throw us a subscribe, man. We keep hovering around 100 subscribers, but then somebody will drop off, but then somebody will add on, but then somebody will drop off. So we can't hold 100.
So we aggravate one person a week, and then we uplift somebody one person a week. So that's a good balance.
It's not a bad trade.
It's a good balance.
Yeah.
Talk about uplifting. Our book recommendation.
Oh yeah, this is a
very
good book.
uplifting.
It's a good book.
We have both. Well, let me rephrase this. I have read this. Which is fine. It's fine.
I drive a lot, so I do audiobooks. It's the same thing.
Did you want to pull it up?
I did it. I just showed
Oh, okay.
already.
Anthony Kiedis, Scar Tissue. It is my favorite book of all time. He is the front man of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You never know.
That's true.
Some
guess.
people
Some people might not
don't know.
He's been around forever, though.
Yeah, and this book came out in 2004, so it's been out. But our friend Josh, he bought this book, read it, and then mailed it to me, and then gave it to me. And then you can tell there's some wear and tear on it because it's been shared by a lot of hands, read by a lot of people between our group. But yeah, it's a great book. It's basically about Anthony Kiedis. He's raised up in a weird family situation. His dad gives him drugs, hard drugs, before he even hits 11 years old.
Don't spoil it.
Well, no, we have to give him a background
I'm
of
just
it.
messing with you.
And then, since he's a kid, he gets addicted to drugs because when you're that young, you get that in your system, messes you up. So it's his whole struggle, being addicted to drugs, trying to get sober, and then also stories of the band. And it's just crazy. I couldn't put it down.
Very crazy. A lot of things going on.
Yeah, but it's a good inspiring book because it's like, him showing emotional and raw stuff, and then to overcome is just, it makes you braver. It makes you want to overcome the stuff that you're fighting. So I've read it, when I've been going through some hard times, and I've felt better after I was reading it.
I just realized, because Dawn said it, when I cut to the book or the other scene, I forgot to add the microphone, so that when we cut to those other scenes, you can't hear us.
Cut to what scenes?
Like when I pull up the book, or I pull up the album, they can't hear us. Idiot. It's all right. Again, what would this show be without a good, solid technical difficulty?
So I don't know what you didn't hear, but just to get the
book.
book.
They heard most of the book. I cut out for a minute because I switched over for 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah.
It is what it is, folks. I don't know what you think you're dealing with here, but completely
every week
total
we get more
amateurs.
professional.
Total amateurs.
We have one lapel mic. You know what I mean?
We do have one lapel mic.
We got more professional.
Bam!
We have another one, but it doesn't have a clip.
Yeah, we just gotta fix that, and we'll be good. Buy some
I feel weird not holding something though.
You could hold your coffee.
I could.
What's up with the little tea cover?
My mom and dad went to Amsterdam, and they brought this home for me because they're big tea drinkers in Europe. They had this at a shop, and it's to keep your tea warm and actually brews your tea because it keeps the heat inside of the cup. So it brews it, keeps it hot, keeps the bugs out, keeps dust out, keeps it hot when you don't want
Keeps
to.
Corona out.
Just keeps everything out. So you sip it, put it back on. It stays hot for a long time.
That's fantastic.
It is, yeah. A little Amsterdam kitty on top.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So we hope you guys enjoyed the newscast. Newsflash.
Newsflash.
That's what we're calling it.
We're going to call it the newsflash. I call it the
Newsflash.
news segment on the board, but
Well, because
whatever.
the little intro in animation
Of me
says newsflash.
Yeah.
So it's technically a what's Cracklyn newsflash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Oh, where we at? How we looking? 27 minutes in, guy.
27 minutes.
Oh,
What?
also coming soon. I know I've talked about it a few times, and I've teased it. And maybe you guys forgot. Maybe you weren't listening. Maybe you don't give a But new podcast coming soon on New Heavy Productions.
Oh. You can't talk about that on this one.
I'm just
because
saying.
It's not
I'm just
positive.
saying. Look out for it because we cross promote. It is positive. What do you mean? It's not negative. It's just it's very informative.
Is it?
It will be.
Is it?
You wait and see. I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting.
So yeah, anyways, check out this album. Check out this book. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are our favorite band. Well, his favorite band at the moment because he doesn't have favorites, but he will say it's his favorite band of the moment.
They're arguably one of the best bands of all time. They're still together.
John Frusciante is back.
Right. And I know like that's a huge deal to us. You guys may not even nothing may even register when we say that.
Mind
but
blown.
What if I said this to you? Well, no. See, that wouldn't be fair either. I was going to say, what if I told you John Lennon was playing with the Beatles? But, like, that doesn't really count because Frusciante didn't die. You know what I mean?
It's not a good
So I guess
analogy.
it's not quite as extreme as that. But, my God, people.
John
if you
Frusciante
just
is back.
Look into it, you know? Do some research.
It's crazy.
Not that the other guy wasn't good.
No.
He did give him 2 great albums.
Yeah.
Shout out to Josh Klinghoffer, rest in peace.
He didn't. Don't say rest in peace. We're gonna think he's dead.
Rest in peace from the. Well, sorry, he's not dead. He's not with the band anymore.
But yes, John Frusciante was gone for about 10 years from the band, and it's his band. It's he's one of the members of that band. So
he wrote all their greatest songs.
For them to come back as that whole band again.
It's very special. It's very special, folks.
Yeah. So.
I'm trying to keep positive, but we were gonna go see them. But we will see them. How about that? That's keeping it positive.
Lisa Demore says it's bright in there.
It's bright, huh?
Looks bright in here.
Yeah, it probably does. I do have a white background. Again, technical difficulties surrounding this show. But again, what would it be?
It's an at-home podcast.
You wouldn't expect this show to be flawless, would you? It'd be too boring. You know what I mean? We're not trying to do that.
If you had to pick your favorite Chili Pepper song, what would it be?
Oh man! Off which album?
Yeah, that's only fair.
I'll give Don't say Stadium Arcadium. That doesn't count. Too many songs on it.
Okay. There's 11 albums to pick from, people. Hold on.
Pick one.
Californication.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go. What else is on that?
What else
Name
is
some
on
of the
that?
songs on that.
1 second.
I get that one confused with By the Way. Because those two came out like right after each other.
Oh, look what I have. Another vinyl.
Imagine that. See that next week. No. Oh, there it is.
Around the World.
Ooh, Get on Top's a great song. Oh, Around the World. Scar Tissue? Christ. What do you do here?
I pulled that out of nowhere, people. Bam.
I'm going to go with scar tissue.
Scar tissue.
Yep.
Wow, the name of the book. What a coincidence.
Oh, wow, that's right, too.
Ah.
Crazy. Yeah, that's... I like that song. It's a really good song.
I'm going to go with...
All great songs, though. Easily.
Easily.
I mean, it's very simple, but...
Mine's going to be a tie between Californication and Other Side.
Okay.
Other Side is the one song I know how to play front to back on the ukulele.
Maybe someday you'll get to see her do that.
It's the first song I ever learned on the ukulele. Actually, the first song I learned completely. First song
I'm giving you looks over here because I want you to play the uke.
Oh, well, the first song that I tried to play, but then I realized that I was insane, was Black Hole Sun. I gave up on that fast, so.
I don't think that's a great
Black
ukulele
Hole
song.
Sun. Well, I just was like, I wanted to play it and sing it like him.
Yeah.
And then none of that was ever going to happen.
Good luck with that.
So I changed to. You can play it. You know how to play it.
What would be more epic to you? John Lennon comes back, plays one show with the Beatles. Chris Cornell comes back,
No.
plays
you
one
can't.
show with Audio Slave. For you,
Well,
I understand that if you don't pick John Lennon, you will be crucified by the people, which kind of makes me want you to pick Chris Cornell. But for you personally, I feel like you would pick Chris Cornell over Lennon.
Personally, I'm sorry.
Mike, calm down.
I know Mike's a boy.
Calm down, Mike.
Mike's a boy. I love you. But I'm going to have to pick Chris Cornell because it's just
Ooh, Mike says favorite Chili Peppers album.
Stadium Arcadium all the way. It's a
Yeah,
double album.
it doesn't even, it's not fair. That's
It's
not really a
28
fair question,
songs.
Mike. Right. Because there's 2 albums.
Mike's a boy. What's your favorite Chili Peppers album?
Yeah.
What's
Throw
yours?
it right back at you, you son of a biscuit. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I had to throw you on the spot in front of everyone. Because she'd pick Chris Cornell over John Lennon. Ooh, I can't say I wouldn't do the same. Ooh, does that hurt or what?
If I had to pick, I would thought about this. If I ever got asked this question, I don't know who's going to ask me and who's going to care my answer. But if someone ever asked me, who do you think the best vocals are, men-wise and then women-wise, who would you pick?
Careful.
No, it's just my
Just
opinion.
of all time? Like,
All time.
Oh, my, you know I'm bad at this.
No, I'm not asking you.
Men and women?
This is my
Oh,
choice. I'm asking.
I don't have to
will-
answer. Okay.
I can ask you after.
No, I don't want you to ask me. I don't want all that responsibility.
My decision has been maybe in the past, we'll say past like 2 generations, maybe to make it easier on people. I don't know.
2 decades?
2 decades. I don't know. We'll go with that. I was going to say for a man,
We'll say post 2000.
man, Chris Cornell.
Second.
You seconding that? Is that what you
Yeah,
said,
I'm
Bennett?
seconding
Okay.
that.
And then as of right now, if we're doing post 2000, Demi Lovato has I would say, hands down one of the best female vocals of all time. So that's my answers for those 2.
Demi Lovato, huh?
If you're doing post 2000,
Interesting. But you just picked her over a lot of people.
she just had when she sings, it's so effortless. And like even you said this in the summertime. You said, right now my favorite vocalist is Demi Lovato, and you said that.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, if you could be a producer, Chris.
But my favorite is different than who's the best singer. I'm not saying she's not. I'm just trying to cover your ass a little bit over here.
Cover my ass. That's my opinion.
No, I know.
Nobody can really take that away from
so
me.
the question is really, who's your favorite vocalist?
Yeah.
Or I guess
Favorite for a man, favorite for a woman.
I guess what I'm getting at is, do you think that Demi is technically better singing than everyone else? That's what I'm getting.
A lot of people.
Or is she just your favorite singer? Do you know what I mean?
I would say, well, the thing is like my favorite singer or like my favorite artist. You know what I mean? It's like so many different things, because my favorite woman artist would be Lady Gaga, but I think Demi Lovato has a better technicality range. You know what I mean?
Excuse me. Okay.
So
All right, I get you.
One time I gave Chris this question. I said, if you were a producer and you could work with any of these 3 women, which one would it be? And I gave him Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, and Lady Gaga. And he picked Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
You're like, she just has a better voice.
She does.
I thought he was going to pick Lady Gaga, but that's fine. Because you can just make a sick beat behind her.
I'm not always so
You know what I
mainstream
mean?
guy. Sometimes I like the underdog. But yeah. I don't know. I like Demi.
Mike
Good
Savoy said, just for one concert, I can see Cornell. That's what he says.
Wow,
So
Mike.
Thank you.
He realizes it.
Thank
he
you.
knows.
For,
Mike, how about this, dude?
and then he said either Stadium or Blood Sugar Sex Magic for his favorite. Both
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Both good.
Either way, I'll give you both of those. How about that? I'll let you pick 2, you son of a bitch. You know what's messed up, man? Mike, this is crazy. Ready? I know you remember that we saw Audioslave the first time they ever toured
So jealous.
at the House of Blues.
I was 10, but that's okay.
It was called the Avalon. Dude, I went and looked at the set list that they played, and it's just too bad that I can't remember. They closed, well, before they did the 2 encores, they played Shadow on the Sun. So they closed the main part of the set with Shadow on the Sun. It made me want to cry when I saw that, because I don't remember that song. Because that album was so new, and I didn't know it yet. I knew, you know what I mean? I had listened to it all, but I wasn't in it. I wasn't entrenched in that album yet.
What a waste
By
of
the
an
time we saw
opportunity.
them.
Doesn't even remember the greatest concert.
No, I
ever,
remember the
probably.
concert. I don't remember that particular song, because now it's my favorite audio song. I'll give you that one by far. Like Shadow on the Sun.
Mike
favorite
says-
audio song.
He
Done.
says epic show. So you remember it. Well,
It wasn't.
one
No, it was an
person.
epic show. I remember, because I remember Chris Cornell playing a bunch of acoustic, and me just staring at Tom Morello the whole time, because I probably had a man crush on him, because I played guitar in a band. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I could go back to that though, but I did get to see him at least. But I wish I could go back. Makes me wish I secretly recorded it. But that could have been the one that one of our buddies lost his camera and his license due to the old Hell's Angels group running security.
Wow.
They saw him with his phone and they took it, and then they took his license to say, "Come after the show and we'll give you your camera back and your license." And he got neither. How about that one?
Wow.
I don't know if it was that show though, because we went to a lot of shows at that place back then. But I have a feeling it was. Boxcar Racer? They're the ones that opened for... No way. Boxcar Racer... Yeah, because, right, Audioslave played the whole first album because that was their only album.
Yeah.
They
makes
toured
sense.
that right when it came out. Yeah, it was insane. But Boxcar Racer, wow, that was that show. Okay. Boxcar Racer, I believe, was one of the guys from Blink-182.
Oh.
Like the lead guy.
Cool.
I think he was in Boxcar Racer. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Savoy. But I'm pretty sure that's
Savoy
how.
knows his music facts. He'll come
It
at
is.
you.
Shout out to the 6 people watching right now. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for all your notifications from What's Cracklyn. Also, we started a What's Cracklyn clips channel on YouTube. It's just called What's Cracklyn Clips. And we're going to post, we'll chop up the episodes or like our little segments. We'll put those on there as individual videos. But it's on a separate YouTube channel again. It's called What's Cracklyn Clips. Just to try to keep everything a little clean and organized. That's where you can find those. There will be a link in the description once the video is over, along with references and links to all the things that you saw in this video, like all the stuff in the news video and everything. And there might be a secret Spanish translation as to the weather forecast that we got too. You never know what can happen. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap this one up. We've been going 40 plus minutes, and it seems like we got it in. Seems like we're good to go.
We did. So everybody download Ecosia.
Yep.
It's free. Plants,
Free.
trees,
Plants, trees.
and
Save the world, people.
we need to save the world. We do.
It's on you.
It's on everybody.
Yep.
Well, not everybody. Politics. Listen to Death of a Bachelor.
Yep.
Make you want to dance. Read Scar Tissue.
Yep.
Make you want to cry, laugh. Don't do drugs.
That book will run you through all the emotions.
It will. And
Look forward to the new podcast on the channel. And also, look forward to next week from What's Cracklyn, episode number 5.
we have a lot of crazy ideas coming
do.
at you because now that I'm free of college and it's getting later in the quarantine season,
Yeah.
we're getting a little weird.
People are going to start to freak out, man. We might be first. Even though I'm not quarantined.
If you see some weird things going on, just enjoy them.
Yeah.
Don't judge.
Don't judge for sure. No, there's no judge around here. Shout out to Lodak. Shout out to Mike Savoy. Shout out to Dadon. Rocking it in the YouTube chat. Shout out to all the listeners on Facebook. You know who you are. One love. And I guess we'll see you next week. I'm Chris.
I'm Jacqueline.
And this has been
What's
What's
Cracklyn?
Cracklyn. All right. See you later, people.